Alrighty, turn 104, March 20th, 1942. Let's see what kind of damage Lodrik does to us. Yep, you auto flip the dot base up there in the Adamant Islands. Ah, what? Nice. How many damn subs do you have up here? That makes me mad. Now it'll sync. Yep. I tell you, his subs are just killing me. My subs aren't doing the damn thing, but his are killing me. Now there's a damage. Another damage. Alright, another damage. Alright, we got 3 damages on him. I tell you, when I played Japan, my subs just get mauled by allied ASW efforts. Here I got the most aggressive and best commander I could put on those tasks on those task forces, and they can't do shit. I don't know what the secret is. It's bombing the hell out of the airfield there. Alright, afternoon phase. Alright. Probably knows naval conflicts. And then we'll go into land attack. Here we go. He should take it back. Yep. One unit was the nope. They all retreated. Okay. This should cause minimal losses here. This should also probably cause minimal losses. He just can't get enough firepower here. I don't know. All three of them are attacking. Oh, he killed one. Alright, these are actual troops. Hey, look, we actually killed some tanks. But we lost a lot of troops. Okay. That's interesting. It pops up there to Heiko date and then says they're surrounded at Lo Yang. Interesting. But we're gonna expand some bases, go through production. When that's done, we'll pause the video, do some saves, grab some data, come back, and we'll go through the after action. Alrighty, another day in the war, I guess. Nothing super critical happened other than losing that damn AP off the coast of Ceylon that had troops aboard. Let's go ahead and go over some stats. Japan went up 274 points. I went up 3. As you can see, he is almost at a 4-to-1 margin in points, but that doesn't necessarily matter much. In the air, I lost nothing. In the air, he lost 1 to flak, 4 to ops. Take a look at those. So he lost an Ida to flak, a Mavis, Oscar, and Topsy to ops. He's using Topsies, huh? Well, he could just be training too. Okay. We went through all the reinforcements last turn, so no point to go through those. They don't change all that fast. So let's hop over to Combat Tracker. Our Combat Reporter. I use both, so hop on in here. Okay, off the coast there of Ceylon is the AP I just mentioned, where I-121 put 3 torpedoes, probably out of 4, into her, and a shell, sinking her. Well, I don't know if she sunk. I'm pretty sure she sunk. 3 torpedoes, no way. But some units were destroyed, so I mean some troops were lost. That's what I'm upset about. Off the coast of Perth, my AMs avoided an attack by I-154. Sat on their thumbs for a bit. We did manage to get. Then we finally attacked some, and then we managed to get 3 damages on the sub, but probably not enough to send it home. At Loyang, my troops are surrounded. No kidding. He attacked at Sabang and with his tanks and lost. I mean, he didn't take the base, but he didn't inflict more losses on me than he took. So we are holding at the moment. Loyang, he attacked and destroyed one of the cores there. That's fine. These guys they have like 0 assault strength. They are there to die and just make him, react to them, so I can get him back at a lot better strength. Hamilton, that I took back the other turn, he arrived with a bunch of forces and crushed my troops there, pushing them out. I took 1,200 losses. They fled southeast along the road to here. So I'll take a look and see what's on. I might just go back to Gisborne and take that base back. We'll have to see. Up here in China, he bombarded me, did pretty much no damage. Down here in southern China, he attacked my fleeing corps there, and he did destroy it, which is fine. Once again, it was beat to hell. It was just running around trying to cause some havoc. So he caught it and killed it. Oh well. It'll come back in 30 days a hell of a lot stronger than it was. Amphibious, he landed at Taliabo. In the air, it was all him, bombing the Bandung airfield, bombing a bunch of Chinese troops, mostly up in the mountains, which is kind of surprising, and bombing the troops fleeing there in Borneo. Low signet reports this turn. Rebels in Nagasaki, Fusan. Okay, in Nagasaki. Okay. No surprise, there's radio at Nagasaki, one of the big naval headquarters. For me, when I play Japan, Nagasaki and Tokyo are my main bases. I ship everything out of those 2. They're just large bases, and Nagasaki isn't the best naval base to start with, but you can expand it, and you got a base force and stuff there that can't ever leave. So you might as well expand the port and then work on the airfield and then forts. Tokyo starts, I believe, a size 10 port. So that's a huge way, and most of your reinforcements in Japan arrive in Tokyo. So I ship out of both those ports for probably 95% of all my shipping, at least for outgoing shipping. Incoming, most of my incoming arrive in several different ports. All depends on where it's coming from and what it is. Okay, locations. AA at Mogwai. Oh, I'm thinking Manus. Like, why would you put one there? And Manus you wouldn't, but Mogwai you would to protect your oil. AA at Auckland. All right, nothing exciting there. Supplies, no. Yep, well, you know that. Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. I was thinking, which one is this? But this is the one that's real close to Port Blair. Almost, I would bet money that he has some Mavis sitting here at Port Blair, looking for my ships coming in to do like strikes. I'd be very surprised if he has anything else there. The Andaman Islands isn't that useful. I think he's building up Port Blair there, so maybe he won't put Betty's there because he has to put a air headquarters within range to give them torpedoes, and Bettys with just bombs are pointless. You're better off using Vals. You don't have the range, but the Vals will hit something with the bombs where the Bettys won't. Submarines. Yep. Sightings. That's a lie. And this one was a lie too. When those pop up close to some places that I watch, I look down in the lower left-hand corner and see if it's a blue report. If it's a blue report, it's complete fabrication. You don't have to worry about it. Look at that. Look at that. My repair list is getting much smaller. Now, some are being shipped off, but a bunch are being repaired as well. I wish the repair yard at Perth was larger. I think it's size 3, which doesn't handle most of the Allied like AKs and stuff. All right. Yep. Intel. Him. Okay, so I expanded some forts at Pearl, airfield at Olga, and he did airfield at Noumea, Port Moresby, Fusan, and Toyohara. Wow. Alright, Coast Watcher reports and arrivals. I got an AP at Cape Town, 2 ACMs on the West Coast, an AM on the West Coast. This is not a new air group. This is part of one coming from that fled out of Darwin by digging a new core in Chongqing. Wow, I can't pronounce today. So hopefully that came in as like a 250, 257, whatever they come in as. I could definitely use the firepower. Let's go ahead and close out of Combat Reporter. Let's hop over to the map and let's shoot over up to Burma. Once again, nothing's going on here. I'm just very leery that he's still going to show up somewhere here or in Ceylon. I am evacuating the port at Colombo. See, that was the AP carrying the bulk of the North Sumatra base force that got sunk up here. I didn't think I sent it that close. I thought I sent it straight up this way, avoiding that area right in here where I knew his subs were. Why? I don't know. Sometimes you click on a thing and it shows you one path, but then during the turn they take a different path, which I do not like. But that's just part of you are the overall military commander. You can't control actual individual everything. I kind of wish I could, but. So Burma looks pretty stable. Not much going on here. This Malaya and all that's all gone. So you can see here I have my KV patrolling out here. Mostly running interference. It's basically a picket ship. Definitely a hostile area. So I didn't feel right putting like an AKL out there. Because, I mean, if I was Japan, maybe. Because they had complete control. They say go here and you went there. But for, like, the British and stuff, no, you would not put a merchant ship out there knowing it's bait. Where, like, this KV, while it's not a real warship, it is an anti-submarine corvette. It is basically a Coast Guard / naval ship. It goes where I tell it. So it's patrolling it. Basically, he's there to try to pick up KB if it comes up here heading for Ceylon. He attacked the Sabang. We held. Everything else is pretty much gone. Borneo is basically gone. I have troops still fleeing to Banjir Mason. It won't matter how many troops I put there. When he comes for it, he'll just come for it. Some troops here arrived at Sinkawang. I'm just going to leave them in combat mode. They are not going to attack because they really can't. These guys should all be moving. Nope, he's not. Go to move mode. Wow, none of these are moving. What the heck? These might be the ones that fled out of Sinkawang when he captured it. Go back in there and die. Alright. Java's all gone except Bandoing. Let's see, how's my base coming? Yep, he's still able to keep enough damage on the airfield. I'm not building forts. So the days are numbered for there. We still got 41,000 tons of supply, so we can last a while. But he's gonna have to. He'll have to attack a couple more times before he knocks my forts down, and he'll take some big losses during those times. In northern Australia, he has arrived at Daly Waters. I have one unit there who will escape. Yes! I'm tired of those damn tanks catching my troops. And, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. I believe that's the max range for a B-17. Yes, it is. All right, I start bombing his tanks this turn, and they are sitting in nice, open, clear terrain. These B-17s should do some damage. If he's flying long-range cap over it, that's fine too, because B-17 should kill a bunch of his fighters. B-17s are just fighter killers in the early war, because like Oscars and stuff, Oscars, Nates, with their 7.7 millimeter guns, they can't hurt a B-17. Zeros can damage them, and you'll occasionally kill one with the 50 cal centerline guns. But the 7.7 machine guns won't do it. They'll poke holes in the aircraft, but they won't kill it. So we can start bombing him, and to be honest, I'll bomb him and do nothing if he stays within range. I don't think he'll come much farther south, unless he really plans on doing a lot of, unless he plans on coming all the way down, and 3 tank regiments aren't enough to do that. He might go west and take all of these bases here, which is fine. They are all empty. I expect to lose them, but I think he's, at least in the north, without him bringing in some more troops, he's at the end of his easy victories. Over here on the west coast with Perth, we got more ships fleeing out of here. They come up here. They're gonna head west. You can see my whole Congo line of a ton of task forces heading west off map. You got this guy coming in. This guy has my first division from the reinforcements of the New Zealand invasion, the 51st Highland Division. They will. He's probably. What's his range? 27. We're 5 days out. 6. We are probably a week out from Perth. Then we'll unload, hop on the rail, and go east. Got a few ships heading back up to Perth, couple heading down to like Melbourne to get some repairs done. Nothing seems to be still going on here. Oh, he's at Cooktown. Look at that. He has a PB there. Is he gonna invade it? He has some stuff. I moved my sub here, hoping to get some action there, but of course we don't get any because my subs don't ever attack. But he might be coming for Northeast Australia. I asked him in Discord when he was going to invade the rest of Australia, and he acted like, "What? I'm not doing that." I don't believe him. I think he does plan on landing up here, at least like Rockhampton and farther north. Because if he comes down here below Brisbane here, I believe this is the reinforcement line. Or is it below? Or is it below Perth? I'd have to look at my notes. It's not. I mean, if he goes that far, I get a bunch more reinforcements. So down here, let's go and take a look at New Zealand. The North Island is almost gone. See, he has everything except for Palmerston North and Wellington. Everything's fleeing to Wellington. I don't know how well these troops will escape. I don't know how he got there so fast. He'll be gone before he gets there. But these guys are the ones that fled out of Hamilton. They will probably, I don't know, I might go northeast and come over here and threaten Gisborne, because the odds of these guys getting down here is not very high, and there's not much there. And actually, I'm not sure this guy can move. No, he can't move. The other two can. Okay. So one guy will stay here. The other ones will move on. All these guys are fleeing down here to Hamilton. This guy, nope. The last base force is moving into Nelson, who's sitting here building forts. We don't got a lot of supplies. Only 6,000 tons over here. Just not many supplies here. I wish I would have left a couple AKs here. I can move some of these supplies out of here. I'm going to see if I can turn these guys into a fast... You can't. Japan, I mean, Allies don't really have the fast transport task forces, unfortunately. I was hoping to load some troops up and just ferry them across. Oh, I can make... No, I can't. I can't create landing craft yet. Don't have any in the pool. Damn. Alright, well, there goes that. Maybe... I don't know. Resources will flow. I don't think supplies will flow over the gap without a big draw, and I'm not sure I have a big enough draw here. What I need to do is cut this down. Make sure that's all the way down. And maybe we will draw it across the water here into Nelson. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we will see. Heading east more. Still trying to build up Tahiti. I got some nav search flying out of here. We got 2 units of PBYs finally. We're seeing some subs, but nothing else, which is fine. I don't want to find anything. I'll be happy with another month or two with seeing no Japanese ships. By then, I should have Tahiti built up a little bit better, so it's a little more defendable. I got some combat here. I got a Marine regiment, a couple infantry battalions here. So, if he lands like a naval guard, I'll spank its ass. But if he brings like a regiment, I'll probably still beat a regiment. But if he brings, 4 naval guards and a regiment, something like that, he'll need to bring a division total in troops to take this from me. You can see I got 225 assault value. That's basically almost 4 naval guards. So that's a nice group of troops. Plus, you see we have a level 2 fort. I'm trying to build that up. Probably build up to 4 before I start expanding the port and the airfield. Just, if in a normal game, if he hasn't taken all the south, I wouldn't even be building forts here. It'd be just port and airfields. But this is not a normal game. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I've never played Allies before, so... We got some APs gonna head up to the west coast. Still have a bunch of troops heading to Panama that aren't there yet. They've come from the west coast. Some convoys here, moving some troops down to the South Pacific, mostly engineers, some Seabees and such. At Pearl, we're still repairing the Lexington. Yep, one more day for the Lexington. The Tennessee should finish as well, so she will leave port with the Lexington. And we will go off. Loading up supplies and such here. Seattle's supplying all the north. Off the map, we just loaded up a bunch of fuel from eastern U.S. That's going to go to Perth. We have our convoys finally arrived at the U.K. Nothing fancy here, but the UK has 980,000 tons of supplies. So these guys are all AKs. We are picking up all the supplies we can, and they'll be heading off. It's a long trip from the UK to like Australia, but these ships aren't doing anything else, so they might as well do something useful. And there's a lot of supplies in the UK that I could use elsewhere. And then over here, let's go ahead and look into China. The north is kind of stabilizing. Here comes some more troops to take Lan Chao, and he probably will. I don't have a whole lot of forces up here. It's only 5. Oh, I have 500. So, but he'll probably come up here and take Lan Chao, which means Sinning is probably gonna fall. Oh, maybe not. I didn't realize I had that unit there. That's a good sized unit. But I'll probably retreat to here. He may go up the road and take everything to the north, which is fine. I know there's oil up here at Urumqi, but I've never been able to pull that oil south very much. So I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if Lan Chao would pull it or not. It might. So you might be able to get the oil out of there, but other than that, I'm not too worried about it. You know, an extra 500 oil a day ain't gonna win or lose the game for the Japanese. I got him stopped here east of Kienko with a nice large stopping force here. What is that? 1,300 assault strength, along with artillery and some anti-tank guns. We got a couple more units coming down there. They're not very strong. They're actually going to come down here and then go into Kienko. But once they're here, that will finish the Japanese unit off. He has no access to supplies. I probably should start bombarding him, but I don't have many supplies either, so I'm not. So these guys will come down here, close this last gap, and then head off. I am worried about this group right here at Tuyun. He's coming to cross the river with all these troops. I don't think I have enough to hold him here. If these guys can get there, I probably would, but they're not. But they're not gonna. He's on a road. If he moved this turn, he maybe 1 to 2 turns before he shock attacks across the river. The reason I'm worried about this hex right here is that once he takes this hex, he can head east all the way here and cut off everything down here. And then I need to decide whether I want to leave my troops here or flee. What's the problem with that? The only real easy way to get to the interior is right through here. So I'd have to make a decision fairly soon as to what I want to do in order to get these guys out of here safely. He has a big force here coming for Hengyang. Hengyang has a decent sized force. So does Changsha. What the problem is, I probably need to pull these guys back this turn, get them moving back to Changsha. Maybe all the way back, get off there, all the way back to here. But I don't know. We'll have to see. It's kind of going to be hard to say. I need to think about it, how I want to do it. I'm a little surprised I'm doing here with this unit here. It's not very powerful, but he's going cross country here to block off the rail and the road to cut off his supplies. I'm not sure how much that will affect. I mean, if I can get there before he attacks, well, I don't think I can though, because when he uses all the supplies in the attacks, he won't be able to get those reinforced. But he may know I'm here, so it's hard to say. But that's what's going on in the war. A few spots are starting to look better than they were, but we still have a lot of danger in China. I'm sure he wants to take Guiyang and maybe come over here, get off that, and park right here to cut off most of the easy escape out of the interior. But we will see. That's a long ways off. But so that's what's going on in the turn. Hope you enjoyed watching it unfold with me. If you liked it, please go ahead and click on the like button. If you're following the campaign along but you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the subscription button. That way you know when I post new videos. I've also been, instead of posting them on the Discord when I make them public, I have been scheduling them so they just automatically are scheduled. That's really good for especially during the week, when I want to release one at like 8 a.m., but between being at work during the week or maybe not out of bed yet on the weekends, I'm still posting videos for you guys to watch. And I'm trying to post 2 videos a day on Saturday and Sundays, just because right now we're on turn 104, and I think 95 is the video that just went public this morning. So we are still 10 videos ahead, 10 turns ahead of the videos. So I want to kind of close that gap. I don't mind being like 2 or 3 ahead. That's a nice little gap there. But 10's quite a few, so I'm trying to lower that down some. But until then, I get another turn. You guys all have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later.